Well, Grant, stop question ready to start as we're in the transfer window. Any business coming in or going out?
No, nothing that I'm aware of. We're just preparing for the game on Saturday. It's a game that we need to go there and get a reaction because obviously we're disappointed that we never picked up more points than we did in the last 3 league games. It's a big month for us. We all know that. The players are aware of that. And the staff are aware of that. We need to pick up as many points as we can this month.
As a manager, are you always on the tenterhooks a bit during the transfer window? Several of your players, you mentioned Forrester, for example, has been outstanding recently. This time of year, the Sharks may circle. Does that in the back of your mind?
It's out of my control, really. It's nothing I can do about it. There's going to be there's going to be clubs and managers and chairmen looking at our players. Of course they are. They're a young group. We've got some real good quality here. I've said it before. I'd love to keep the squad together because I feel as if I've got a good one at the minute. It's January. People do look about, and it doesn't surprise me that they're looking at our players. And not just Forrester or Leo. They're looking quite a lot of them, to be fair. So we just need to make sure the players are well aware of what happens in these windows, and they need to stay focused on the job in hand. The job in hand is to win it on Saturday against Bury. And that's all we're focused on. Whatever happens outside of that, it is beyond our control, really, and we'll deal with it if it happens.
Mm-hmm. Is your business done in terms of incomings if no one else leaves? Have you got in and strengthened in the areas that you wanted to, or would you still like to bring one, maybe two in if you could?
Possibly one more. But if it doesn't happen, I'm quite happy with what I've got. I said before the window, I didn't want to make too much, changes in terms of what we've done. We did quite a lot of good business in the summer, I felt. The players that we brought in have all definitely helped us and strengthened us and performed at a real high level for us this season. So if there's something there, in the next couple of weeks that can make us better, then I'm sure, myself or the chairman, we can make it happen. But at the minute, with what I've got, I'm quite pleased. So there's no real rush around here to bring anybody in. I'm pleased with the Martin Samuelson deal coming through. I'm pleased with Dominic Ball coming in. I'm pleased with Junior coming in. And they've definitely made us stronger in terms of the squad and the competition for places.
Was it a productive reserve outing in the week? Dominic Ball, I think, getting minutes under his belt, and Junior Mariah scoring a couple of goals as well.
Yeah, it was good. I'm just hoping that Dom's going to be okay. He did something to his shoulder in the game, so we'll have to monitor him over the next 48 hours. But it was a good outing, to be fair. It was the best I'd seen. The boys in terms of their mentality. Them games they're never easy. It's windy, the pitch is bubbly, the training ground, and it's never easy to play in them games. But attitude was good second half. I thought they stepped the game up the second half and went on and won the game comfortably, really. Probably could have scored a lot more goals.
That's bad luck though, isn't it? Typically you get Dominic in at centre half in because one of the other centre halves is struggling with injury and he picks up something. Is he touch and go for the weekend? Where are you in terms of assessing him on that?
We just have to wait and see over the next, like I say, the next 48 hours. We'll bring him with us to Bury, give him every possible chance to be fit. And not only him, we've got another little niggle in terms of the team that started against Chelsea. So we've got a couple that we're waiting on, and we need to give them every possibility to be fit for the game, because if they're not, someone will come in, and like I've done all season, if someone comes in and does well, they keep the place in the team.
And of course you've got Junior back, haven't you, this weekend? He was cup tied at Chelsea, but another chance maybe for him to show what he can do, having impressed at times at Scunthorpe.
Yeah, Junior's been great since he's come in here. He's been here probably 6-7 weeks now, really, which is great. It's not as if he had just come in on the 1st of January. He'd been training with us. We've been getting him to speed. He's been doing a lot of work in terms of his fitness and his finishing and his everything, really. He's a great lad. He comes in after every training sessions or game and asks you what he can improve on. Can he watch his clips with you? He'll text me after games, you know, what I need to do better. He's hungry, he wants to learn, he wants to get better. You know, the Scunthorpe game, the way we set the team up in the game, I thought it probably would have hurt Scunthorpe, but it didn't, and we've probably seen the best of him in the second half when he had someone up there with him in Lee. So Junior's going to get better and better. I was pleased he got a couple of goals in the reserve game. You know, the first one was a great goal. He bent it in the top corner, and the second one went through one-on-one with the keeper and just put it in with his left foot. So he's a good option to have back in the squad for us, definitely. And whether he starts or not, I'll make a decision over the next day or two.
Yeah, I know you're not going to say what your first choice strike partnership is at the moment, certainly not an open forum, but the fact that Junior has played with Lee and Gold before as lads, and they seem to have a really good understanding. I think they're quite good mates as well. Does that help? Has that helped him settle as well more than anything?
I think it has helped him settle. You know, even when the first day he come in to play in a trial game, you know, you could see he knew Lee. I think he knew quite a few of the others as well. So yeah, they're good friends off the pitch. I know they played a lot together at Boreham Wood, and it's definitely helped him to settle in. But you know, Tom Nichols is, like I said after the game the other day, he's got a good goal against Chelsea. If you put the ball in the box for him, he's always there. Yes, he may miss a few chances, but he always seems to get on the end of things. So it's good to have options there at the front end of the pitch.
Now, Bury were on a superb run, weren't they, when they came to the A-backs back in October, and you dented that and finished that off pretty quickly, and they've really struggled ever since. They've lost the manager, haven't they, in the meantime? What do you make of them at the moment, Grant?
Struggling a little bit, you know, but they've still got some good players there. We watched some of their game against Scunthorpe. Faz was at the game. Scunthorpe said Scunthorpe were good until they went 3-1 up. In the second half, Bury gave them a really good game. So it's not an easy place to go to Scunthorpe, and could Bury have got something out of it? I don't know. You know, they got it back to 3-2. So it's any game in this league is, you know, on any given day. I've said to you before that one team can turn another over. We got to make sure our days are the ones where we're turning teams over more than teams turning us over. And the players' mentality has changed, you know, since they've come back into the building today. The Chelsea talk's gone. On Tuesday, Chelsea thing's over. The boys are really focused on the league now. They know it's so important for us now. This month and next month are big months, starting with this one. We've got 3 away games in a row. People from the outside looking in will say, yes, they've got 3 of the teams who are down the bottom. We don't look at it like that. We look at it as another team who are trying to beat us. So we need to make sure we're on our game and then focus on our stuff. Focus on us first and foremost, and hopefully the way we set our team up, the way we approach the game is good enough to beat our opposition. So we need to make sure we do that on the weekend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess important to get back to the league with a victory, especially after draws over Christmas. But also, we remember what happened last year after West Brom. You struggled with your league form, didn't you? After that, need to make sure you're right back on it straight away.
Yeah, we were disappointing after the West Brom game, but you know, there was a lot of changes made to the team for that Bradford game following that, and we have had a full week's training. There won't be massive changes to our team at the weekend, I can assure you that. It's not something I would do. But one thing I will make sure is that the players are fully focused on the league campaign now. They know what they got to do. We know we're a win away from the playoffs with you know, a couple of games in hand. I've said it before, and the players are well aware of it. We need to make sure we try and get ourselves into a bit of credit, really. I think we had a disappointing October. I think it was September, October, one of those months. October, I think, where we only took 4 points out of the month. Since then, we've been 2 points a game for the last 2 months, which is promotion form. But we need to make up for that bad month we had. So we need to start trying to get ourselves into credit. We need to start climbing up the league, being in a position where if, for example, we do draw a game or lose a game, it doesn't set us back too much. And you know, everyone's well aware of that.
I should have asked you earlier when we were talking about injured centre-backs actually, but how's Jack Baldwin and his recovery coming along?
Good, he's getting better. He's getting better. Jermaine's going to be, you know, starting to do some running stuff with the physio, I think, next month, which is good for Jermaine as well. Jack's improving every day. You know, it was disappointing to lose him when we did, because I felt he was coming into his own in terms of his form. and he played a few games with the injury, which is a testament to him. You know, he's such a big character for us around the place, and really good, you know, strong mentality has Jack, and probably one of the best in the building we've got. You know, things don't affect him one bit, and I'm hoping Jack will be back sooner rather than later.